That was a great pass by Davis Belford right there. Easy points for the Knights, lane open. But this is a new group for this 1-3-1 zone. Let's see if it works the same like it has the last couple of years.
Knights want to set up their offense, getting a play from Coach Camerodell on the sideline. McLaughlin drive to the basket and is blocked. He thought he
hit him.
got some wrist, but ref said all ball.
Yeah. Yeah, it also hit Nomowitz on the way out. That's why it was called. It looks like there's some. There may be some extracurricular activities going on.
Yeah, they're both kind of getting up.
Yeah, let's calm down. First quarter, you got a lot of time left to settle these issues.
Yep. Kreidler and Johansson exchange passes. Now it's Swidera. Kreidler for three. Got it. 6 for him.
That's a good start. 2 threes. John usually isn't thought of as a big three-point shooter, but here he is. He's got 6 points already.
Yeah, Kreidler's a nice kind of stretch 4, as you hear that term thrown around a lot. He's got good size, but can also stretch it out and shoot the jumper.
I think there's a foul called here. So we had Swidera.
On Swidera, his first, team's third.
You're going to see Sam Murray coming here in a second.
Yep, Murray to give Swidera Lussenhop it'll be. Thought he was going to get Swidera for a quick breather at the end of a quarter.
Remember, Lussenhop still has 2 fouls, but I think David's been, he might need a drink. And Joe Nugent, Steve Messer has been subbing him in and out.
Yeah, Nugent back in place of Klashewski. Nagel, top of the key, finds Stearns. Shot fake, he'll drive. Johansson tried to take a charge, but nothing happening. Oh, and Nugent.
I think he did get a piece of that.
I thought he did too. Knights fans disagree with that one as well.
Yeah, I thought he got a piece of it, but I'm not right there. But I guess he had some other thought. Apparently doesn't have a microphone in his ear listening to me.
Tried to get it down to Nugent and get him for a foul.
It's going to be a good call. Yeah, looked like he had his hand. Looked like he had his hand right there. It might have been a very slim one, but these officials do call a lot. Ronzio's back in here. He's going to give Nomowitz a break.
Stearns getting an earful from the Knights student section as he stands inbounding the ball.
Yeah, apparently, I don't think he wants that fish poking him. A lot of surprises here.
Ronzio
got to get the ball up.
Almost stolen, and he puts it up for 3. Almost had it. So after 1 quarter of play, the Knights lead 13-9. Kreidler, the leading scorer, with 6.
Yeah,
Swidera also with 2. Something of note, Lussenhop does have 2 fouls. After those 2 quick ones, he was able to stay out of foul trouble.
Yeah, so some first quarter stats here. How about the rebounding category? It isn't fair for the Knights. It's 9-7.
Yep.
Second chance points 3-2. How about turnovers? The Knights have turned it over 4 times. Hershey has only turned it over twice. 2 steals in that quarter. But let's talk about these shooting percentages. For Prospect, 33%. Hershey, 31%. But Prospect's 3-point shooting percentage is at 60%, while Hershey's only shooting 20%. But Hershey has dominated the paint game.
Yep.
They got 6 in the paint in that quarter, 6 of their 9. While Prospect only had 2 of their 13. But that just shows how good they've been so far with their outside shooting.
Yep, and as we have a quick break here, we'd like to thank our sponsored Buffalo Wild Wings, Mount Prospect. It's the best place to watch football all weekend long from college to the pros. No one has more football on than B-Dubs. This weekend, got Army versus Navy, the only college football matchup, as all the college conference championships were last weekend, but plenty of good NFL matchups for you to watch. If you want to go over there, we also like to thank our sponsors, Tony Rome's Pizza, 1401 East Palatine Road, the new pizza spot in Arlington Heights. You could head over there after the game for a slice of pizza. We'll also be naming our Outback player of the game at the conclusion of tonight's game. So thank you to Outback for sponsoring us again this basketball season.
Absolutely.
Here's Lesson Hop, guarded by Stearns. Wanted McLaughlin on the lob. McLaughlin instead drives, hesitation, can't get it to go after it bounced on the rim about 5 times.
Yeah, five times is right. Good rebound there by Nagel.
Knights upping the pressure, it looks like here on defense, playing the ball hard. McLaughlin with the steal, and he throws it down for the Knights as the Knights fans erupt. Their excitement in the Knights lead, 15-9. This place is on its feet.
If you're Hersey, you gotta quiet it down.
Oh, and they'll get Murray, I believe, for a hand check.
You gotta quiet this place down if you're Hersey. You gotta keep the fans out of the game. That is one thing you cannot have in order to win in this building. That's something that Friend did extremely well in that conference championship because we had ups and downs. Everything was going on. Everything was changing. How about Lake Park? Lake Park.
Yeah, Lake Park.
They did it even better.
Friend just likes to hold the ball for 2 minutes a possession, so I think that was part of it.
If it works.
Ronzio for 3, no good. Murray, the rebound over Stearns. He'll bring it up.
That's a good rebound by Sam Murray. Sam, not the tallest guy in the world, but he sure can get up there. And maybe if Bob Widlowski had coach a Friend, if he likes to hang on to the ball, I think he works. Had their best season in program history last year, so I guess it works. They were having even a good start.
Murray inside, the little hook. Got it.
Having a good start this year. I think they're 6-1. Our Friend is. Just beat Hersey just the other night.
Big timeout on for Hersey. Fedora and Szlowski back in the game for Johansson and Murray, maybe, I think.
David and Johnny C back out for the night.
I think Steve Messer called that time.
Yeah.
It's going to be a 30.
So the Knights lead 17-9 after an electrifying dunk from Jalen McLaughlin to get the Knights fans on their feet.
Yeah, that's for Prospect to get the crowd into it. That's an advantage.
Maya, don't you think it looked like the Knights were kind of getting up on the ball a little more there on their man-to-man defense?
I think so, and I think it has paid out for them so far. But they can't get too far. If they get too far, they're going to start getting cheap fouls, and I don't think that's what the Knights want. Obviously, they don't want that. But
against Evanston, I just wanted to point this out in the first game of the season. Coach Rathy said in one of their timeouts, hey, we got to get physical. The Knights have 5 fouls, which I think they'll live with unless, of course,
Hersey starts to score
on a certain player.
But I think for Hersey, they haven't gotten the same outside shooting that the Knights have had.
Yeah.
But if Hersey's going to win, they got to up the paint presence. They're tall. You have Joe Dugan who's 6'7".
Yeah, he hasn't gotten a post touch except for a rebound all game.
Rebounds, yeah. Get those trash buckets. That is what is going to be key for Hersey to stop their outside shooting of Prospect.
And that one was tipped out of bounds. Ref said that was Johnny Szlowski on that one. Nagel also in the mix there. Stearns will inbound. Hanashevsky guarded by Swedera, looking inside. They'll swing it around. It's number 22, Jason Cafaro, brother of Joey Cafaro, the Hersey all-time leading scorer in for the Huskies. Spins, leaves it short. McLaughlin rebound.
That's not really good. That's not really good shot selection there from Jace Cafaro. You have Tim Lessenop who's draped all over you. Wow, what a move!
Oh, McLaughlin, tough move, unable to get it going. Here's Hanashevsky.
Hersey's got to get it down to Nugent.
Yeah.
Or somebody in that post.
Nagel drives and is blocked by a duo of Knights, but Nugent there for the cleanup. 17-11, Knights lead.
Well, if you're double teaming, that's what's going to happen. And I think the Knights have used that double team well. They've helped out. And they've not allowed Hersey to get those points in the paint that we talked about them needing. So I think if they find open guys and they execute on their shots, as Murray missed on air ball, but a foul's going to be called.
Murray's three was short, but Kozlowski on the putback was fouled by Nugent.
Alrighty.
Knights and Hersey student section, a little shouting match there. Kozlowski good on the first one, in for the Knights, Huskies Davis Belford. John Kreidler in for the Knights in place of McLaughlin. Will Nagel will take a seat for the Huskies. Kozlowski, the second one, is good.
And I think with some of these guys, we haven't seen much of them this year. Johnny Kozlowski, we've only seen limited amounts from last year. Jalen McLaughlin, we didn't see at all.
Yeah.
But and look at the impact they're making already on this game. You talk about the dunk that got the crowd excited. Hersey's in a lot of trouble here. They're trapped, I think.
Oh, and the Knights all over them, and they'll get Murray on the foul.
Yeah.
Knights with a little half-court trap there. Belford got bailed out, I think, by Murray on the foul.
That looked like a hand check. He had his hands on him just a little bit as Johansson's checking in here for Murray. Murray's got two as well.
Yep. Stearns finds Belford guarded by Kozlowski. 4:38 remaining in the second quarter.
I think just for Hersey, they just got to slow it down. Don't rush. You have time. Just slow down, get the best possible opportunity. Don't just rush layups that are double teamed.
Just like that. Cafaro with the putback though is good. Knights got to find a body on the box out. That's two shots in a row that have been put back in by the Huskies.
Yeah, Hersey's got height, and they're showing it right now. They just got to use some.
Kozlowski, the tough drive, almost got it to go. Swedera up, and they'll get Nugent for a foul.
Yeah.
Nugent thought he was straight up.
Yeah, he wasn't. He had some contact there with the arm of David Swedera.
Swedera's small, but he's tough.
Oh, yeah. We've seen a lot of him. It's been third and final year now. My goodness.
Yep, third year as the starting point guard for the Knights.
Now,
Tacks on his fourth point there.
Now it's no debate. He is the leader. He's the alpha dog of this team. One of them. But he's represented this program very well. We were very impressed the first game when his first, I think, conference game 2 years ago against Hersey in this very building. We were absolutely impressed. I think he had 14 that night.
Yeah, I think you're right. Swedera almost the steal there. Knights bringing good pressure on the 1-3-1 zone.
Yeah, so far it's worked. I think besides that one layup that Hersey got earlier in the first quarter. But so far it's worked. I think if Camarillo can find something that works for the team on defense, I think it'll be a very successful season.
Yep. Here's Cafaro, guarded by Lussenhop.
Get in the paint. I think they're settling too much for outside shots. They need to get there unless that opens up.
Oh, Stearns looked for the fancy pass inside, but it was tipped away by Kreidler. Johansson now bringing it up for the Knights.
Don't rush passes. That's something Hersey's got to not do.
Lussenhop resets for the Knights. Johansson, the nice drive. Little sham god there for you from TJ.
There's another new name, TJ Johansson. You see him a lot at the guard position. Very fast, very quick.
Oh, Belford couldn't get that one to go. Another tough drive. Huskies not able to put those last two in. Those are tough shots. Swedera now slices through the lane, nearly dunks it, and it just rolls off the rim.
Not quite McLaughlin, but he'll get there.
No. So with 2:41 remaining, Knights lead 23-13 as Steve Messer needs a timeout.
Yes, he does.
As Hersey's on a little bit of a scoring drought. Huskies chanting overrated. I'm not sure what for, as the Knights are leading by 10.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's been the shooting, I think, for Hersey. Prospect's three-point per field goal percentage is at 50%. Hersey's isn't even at 20%. It's at 17%. Hersey's got to make smart shots. I think they're rushing their shots too much. They're not getting the clean looks that they need to score. This crowd has been on them all day. But Hersey just needs to calm down, relax, and just take their time. Get it in the post. And settle for the open shots. Don't just rush layups that have a 0.065% chance of going in. Hersey's just got to slow it down.
Yeah.
Relax, breathe. That's what they need to do to get back in this basketball game.
Fully Hanashevsky to inbound. McLaughlin will check in at the next dead ball for the Knights. Here's Belford guarded by Johansson. Why does it just me, or does Johansson give you a little bit slight comparison to Grant Whitebloom last year for the Knights?
Oh, he's wearing 24. Maybe that is.
Lefty.
Yeah.
Tough defender.
Yeah, lefty, tough defender.
Kreidler gets the steal, and it's Johansson for the Knights now.
Yeah, Grant Whitebloom's a good comparison. I think that'd be a very valid one. Lefty.
Here's Lussenhop. Slick crossover.
If only he was matched on Jace Cafaro. Then you had the perfect match.
Yeah. Kozlowski in the corner, drives, reverse, leaves it short. Oh, Shevsky on the rebound.
What an opportunity. That was a defensive meltdown there for Hersey. And I think their defense has been okay to start off here in the second. It's not been as good as the Knights' defense has been, as that is not a shot you take.
Yeah.
That's a low percentage shot. They need to stop doing that for Hersey to get back this game. Stop shooting a hook shot that has a 0.065 chance of going in. Calm down. Yeah, exactly. I wonder if we have any StatCast measurements for that shot.
Here's Kozlowski on the drive. 1:13 remaining in the half. Knights lead 23-10. Swidera kick to Lussenhop in the corner.
Steve Messer is fired up, and I think Cuba's going to need a timeout here. Or Swidera is going to need a timeout, as he's the one who called it.
Yeah, Knights were a little bit unorganized on offense on that possession. Want to get a good shot here, look to extend this lead. Something of note in Prospect Basketball Weekly, our weekly show on Prospector Now with interviews with coaches and players, Cameron Ellis said on last week's show that during timeouts, it could be him, assistant coach Raffy, or even Coach Reibel in the huddle, telling them what they need to do. Raffy, more of a defensive-minded coach. Cameron more of an overall coach, also on offense. Reibel, good at drawing up plays for certain situations, but it is Cameron in this huddle now.
Yeah, maybe an idea? How about Ron Ashley, who takes over the huddle one more time, getting that feeling of a reminder of the old days, but I think he's okay where he is right now. He's watching the game.
Yeah, I think he's comfortable in his seat right behind the scorer's table, along with his
old players, friends. Yeah, I wouldn't move out of my seat either. Unless it's recruit, of course.
So with 1:04 remaining in the half, Knights lead 23-13. The lineup for the Knights is Kozlowski, Swidera, Johansson, Kreidler, and McLaughlin. For the Huskies, it's Tanashevsky, Belford, Cafaro, Nagel, and O'Shea.
10-4. That's Prospects outscored Hersey in this quarter 10-4. 6 points. That might not seem like a lot, but so far it's been a lot.
Yeah, in a pretty low-scoring game, that's a lot.
With the chances Hersey has had, but they just have not shot the ball correctly. They haven't had any high percentage looks, or really high percentage look. I think that 3 by Hanashevsky was probably the only real good look they've had all day.
Yeah.
But you have 6'7" Joe Nugent waiting in the paint. But I think
he's gotten no touches besides putbacks. But
I think that credits Jalen McLaughlin and the job he's done so far tonight on Nugent. And McLaughlin's the largest guy for each team.
Yeah, compared to the 6'7" Nugent, McLaughlin's about 6'4".
Yeah,
I'd say. But the Huskies really haven't looked to Nugent inside at all, though the 2 shots he has taken on the putbacks have been good.
Steve Messer is fired up about that foul.
Yeah, Kozlowski drove, and it looked like he might have tripped or got pushed, but they get the Huskies for the foul.
We've seen a lot of craziness with coaches here. We saw Kevin Katovich get a technical last year.
Yeah.
I think that was during the
Rolling Meadows coach?
Yeah, well, man, you're going to get to see him in a couple weeks. I won't be here, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. I missed him.
Here's Kreidler. Just under 10 seconds left.
Big catch.
5. Swadura for 3. Yes! 26-13 Knights as we head to halftime. Hanashevsky unable to get the shot off. And a great first half leaves the Knights up, and we'll send it down court to Connor Graver. He has a halftime interview with Coach Camardella. What's up, Connor?
Perfect time by your prospect apparel. Let me close it down so we have to have time. Right in the scoreboard. Prospect.
So after the first half of the Knights take a 26-13 lead, so Wyatt, can you give us our halftime stats presented by Tony Rome's Pizza in Arlington Heights?
Yeah, Percy shooting 29% from the floor, Prospect 36, three-point field goal percentage, 57 for Prospect, a lackluster 17 or 17 for Hersey. Free throw percentage, Hersey hasn't had a free throw today. That's shocking.
Yeah.
They're so big. Draw a foul.
Yeah.
They haven't had one free throw. Points in the paint, Hersey has still have the Knights 10 of their 13 in the paint, 8 of Prospect's 26 points in the paint. Rebound battle, 15-13 in favor of the Knights. Second chance points, 7-6 in favor of the Knights. Turnovers, Hersey has turned the ball over one more than Knights in 5-4. Prospect scored 4 points off the turnovers, but Prospect has had a 5-2 advantage in the steals.
Yeah, and I think something you see from the Huskies, as you said, they haven't shot a free throw. I think it's the result of they're doing a decent job of getting to the basket, but when they get there, they're kind of fading and taking low percentage shots instead of trying to go up strong, either draw a foul.
Yeah, there haven't been many high-quality shots for
Yeah.
Prospect so far today.
Hersey.
Yeah, Prospect's winning for that reason,
Yeah.
because they are taking high-quality shots, but Hersey needs to take better shots in that second half. Steve Messer, one of the best great coaches around in our district. He's been around a longer time.
20 years, 11 at Hersey.
Yeah, 20 years, 11 at Hersey, also a head coach at Elk Grove. But he's not the elder statesman at one school. It's been Kevin Kadovich at Rolling Meadows. But if there's someone who knows how to orchestrate a comeback in this building, I trust Steve Messer over some of the coaches. And we've seen Bob Wodlowski, the head coach of Frem, in this building. How about Lake Park? What a game that was that I missed last year. But yeah, just not much for Hersey. Joe Nugent's their leading scorer with 4.
Yeah.
David Swadura has 8. So far a good start for both teams.
Kreidler with 6, and we will step out for a minute for halftime. We'll see you at the start of the second half. Knights lead 26-13. We will be back in roughly 6.5 minutes.
6'5" chances going in, said Wyatt. Did you research? Shot charts are bigger than an hour. Third quarter. I don't know anything. Why the game still? Oh, that's why it's not school hours. I hope you know that you're on air. I'm not. Ready to go. Can I have the roster? So, I already said that. No, I need help though. I can't watch it. You want me to call them actually? No, I want to call them. Because I don't know what's going on. So it's just easier. I need to know names. Do you have our team? Welcome back, folks. We're here in Gene Walker Fieldhouse for the second half, about to start for the Hersey and Knights basketball game, the first MSL East game for the Knights.
Second.
Sorry, Wyatt. So Wyatt, what were your thoughts on the first half?
Well, for Hersey, they did not get a good shot on.
They did not.
No, they really had terrible. I just think their shot selection was poor.
Yeah.
They did not decide for the smart shot.
Mm-hmm.
They decided for the flashy, let's throw up a hook shot and we'll see if it goes in. They did not go for the smart, okay, let's get a rebound and let's put it straight back up. That's what I think Hersey needs to make smarter shot selection in order to come back, because they're down 13. There's still a lot of time left to come back in this ball game.
So, Wyatt, now knowing that they need to work on their shot selection, what do you think their offense is going to come out doing?
Well, I think they got to slow down. They got to don't rush their offense. Their offense is good enough where if you just take your time, they will score.
Yeah.
But since they've been rushing up, they've had no chances on defense because they've been rushing back. They're rushing their shots up. The Knights are getting out real quick, and they've been scoring. That's what's defining this ball game. Prospect is faster. They're making smarter shots, and the shots are going in. Hersey, it's the opposite. They're not going back that fast because the Knights are already so fast. They have not made smart shot selection, and as a result, the shots are not going in. I'd expect a lot better shot selection from Hersey in the second half, because that's something that Steve Messer is probably talking with his team about right now.
Now, do you think the Knights are going to change anything coming into this half?
I think if there's anything, they're going to keep doing what they're doing, because there's no reason for them to change. They have stopped Hersey to 13 points and 4 in that second quarter after scoring 9 in that first quarter. Hersey's got to outscore the Knights 2 straight quarters. It's going to be tough, but we'll see if they can get it done.
And starting off this half, we have Hersey taking out the ball at half court. Panushki inbounds it to Nagel. Back to Hanushki. Dribbling. We got a steal for McLaughlin. Lussenhop takes it up. Back to McLaughlin. Drives. Kicks out to Lussenhop. Driving in the lane. Gets fouled, but makes the shot, and that'll be an and one.
Good move there by Tim Lussenhop to get to the basket. Looks like that foul's.
That foul's on.
It's going to be on Hanashevsky, I think. Yep. So, and Hersey, then let's see if Matt Hanashevsky, he's been rushing, I think, the ball a little much. Just slowed down. But the Knights have been double teaming in the backcourt so far today. And
a steal by Lussenhop. And dunks it!
That's what turnovers do.
That's what Cuba was talking about earlier, wasn't he?
Yeah. Get the ball, score on offense.
And now Hanashevsky passing it to the wing. And a three-point, way long. Lussenhop with the rebound, dribbling up. Oh, loses it. Hanashevsky back, gets fouled. That'll be 2 shots.
See, that foul's going to be on. So yeah, it's going to be on John Kreibler.
Well, Wyatt, the Huskies aren't doing too great of a job of
I
slowing down the game.
know that they have not really started out that well, but that dunk, there's just so much energy for the Knights right now.
Yeah.
They gotta just slow down. Even then, Matt Hanashevsky turned that ball over earlier in this quarter. They just gotta slow down.
Yeah, as he makes both free throws for the Huskies, making it 31-15 Knights.
Hershey's just gotta play better defense, I think, to start as well. Like David
Swidura taking it to the wing, needs help. Passing it to Lussenhop. Dribbling, kicking out to Kreidler, driving in, makes the layup.
There you go. We've seen John have a lot of outside shooting. Here's what we see now with their inside shooting. Good job there by Kreidler.
As the Huskies jumper is good.
I think Naumowitz, that's the first good shot he's had all night. That's the first really open shot he's had all night. Percy has, again, not had any opportunities, which just credits the Knights' defense, led by Brad Raffy.
A nice backdoor pass, but no good for...
Yeah, you're not going to get it there. You're not going to get that one.
McLaughlin.
Had a great dunk and might not get that one as a return, but great effort there by Tim Lussenhop.
Yeah. Percy kicking out to Nagel. Stolen. McLaughlin. Pass to Lussenhop. And another dunk!
Yeah,
Keep this on fire today.
Have a day. Have two dunks. Yeah, we've had three.
And now we get a timeout.
Yeah, Steve Messer's got to calm me.
He has got to calm his team down.
Yes, he does.
The Knights are just feeding off of this energy from those 2 dunks from Lussenhop. The momentum is definitely in the Knights' court.
Yeah, but I think we talked about them slowing down their offense. How can they slow down their offense when they've been turning the ball over too much?
Exactly.
That's their 8th turnover of the game.
My goodness.
They really just got to make smart. It's not just about making smart passes.
They need to set up a play. It seems as if they haven't even set up a play yet.
I think that's because they can't get a play. They can't even cross half court because the Knights have been full court pressing, which has been...
Their pressure has been great in the backcourt.
Absolutely. They've just dominated the defensive side of the ball, and Hersey just can't get anything going. It looks like Steve Messer's just trying to draw something up to get the guys going at all.
Yeah.
Because they've had nothing, absolutely nothing going for them to start off today.
Yeah. Except for those 2 free throws and that one jumper. I don't think they even have scored in this quarter other than that.
No, they've scored 4 points here in the second quarter. In the third quarter, pardon me.
Third quarter.
But gotta have more. Prospect scored 9 points already. They had 13 points through the entire quarter, and we're only 3 minutes in. Not even 3 minutes into the quarter yet.
All right, we'll see the Huskies as Belford takes it up. Kicking out to Hanaszewski. 3-point attempt by Ronzio. It's good.
That is what the Huskies need to do. Find an open shot. But they need to create the spacing to get that open shot, which I don't think they've done well at all.
Lussenhop gets fouled as he drives in the lane. That'll be an and one.
Have a day.
How many points does Lussenhop have?
Well, Tim only has 9. Yeah, he's had a good day today. 2 fouls early, but that really hasn't set him back one bit.
Yeah, he's really bounced back.
He's gotten this place excited.
And free throw not good, but rebound by Kreidler, and putback is good.
And John Kreidler, he's had some issues with his back in his career, but that's not stopping him one bit. He's been playing absolutely outstanding so far for the Knights here tonight.
We got
Yeah, Jalen McLaughlin right there played straight up on Joe Nugent, and that just credits Jalen McLaughlin for the work he's put in so far today.
Great defense. Huskies inbounding it under the basket. Finds Ronzio. Ronzio in the corner.
I think, yeah, Jalen
stuck.
Yeah, last year when we saw Jalen, but he's gotten a lot more muscle on him. He's gotten a lot bigger.
Yeah, he's definitely worked over the offseason.
Yeah, compared to now he's worked and for assignments like Joe Nugent, who's a massive human being.
Bad pass, Lussenhop intercepts it, passes off to Swidera. Oh, just misses the layup, but the ball will be out on the Huskies. The Knights will inbound under the basket. Got Soslowski, Swidera in the corner.
2.
Yeah, close to a 3, but no cigar.
It's gonna be a 3 or a 2.
It's a 2.
2 different officials said 2 different things.
Well, right now we have
2 on the board, yeah.
Ronzio kicking out to Hanaszewski. I can't even say
Hanaszewski, there you go. I had trouble saying it earlier too.
Okay, thanks, Wyatt. Soslowski driving up the lane. Layup is a little too hard. Huskies coming back. Ronzio, jumper. No good. Swidera slowing down the pace of the game.
Yeah, just
walking it up.
You got a lot of time. I wouldn't be surprised if this league keeps going. You're going to see some of the players who don't get in as much.
Lussenhop, 3 from the top of the keys, no good, too short. Huskies taking it up. Hanaszewski driving the lane, gets blocked by McLaughlin, but gets it back. Another attempt on the wing. The 3 is good.
Another good look there for Hanaszewski. He's not had many of those, but he has had 2 threes here in this ball game. He has 8 points, but you just think if he had the spacing and the time, he could probably have 12, 14 points right now.
Driving up the lane. Oh.
Yeah, good.
He was.
Goodbye.
Nobody touched him. Nobody touched him.
Yeah,
they should have charged him admission.
Olay. Yeah, Steve Johnson is going to call another. Yeah, he's going to call another.
As the score is 43-23 Knights with 2:54 left in the third quarter.
I think something we haven't really talked about too much here is this field goal percentage for Hersey. 32 and 33 for both sides. But the biggest thing is the points in the paint now. Hersey had the lead in that category earlier in the game. How about Prospect now with 22 points in the game? Hersey only 10.
Yeah, you definitely see Prospect really attacking the lane more.
They're attacking the lane, and they're getting the good shots.
They're getting good shots, just almost.
We've seen Hersey get more good shots, but Prospect is answering them right back. So
yeah, it seems as if the Huskies can't even get in the paint.
Yeah, they just have no options. Hersey is being outscored by Prospect right now, 17-10 here in this quarter. Big shout out to our sponsor, Buffalo Wild Wings here in Mount Prospect, Illinois.
Great place.
Head out after the game, not too far away. And always as a reminder, please drive safely.
That's a nice message, Wyatt.
Always.
All
It's
right.
only 8:45, so we got some
See the
time.
Huskies inbounding it. Out to Ronzio. Taking it up. A lot of pressure from Lessenhop. Oh. Bad pass. Lessenhop gets it. Will this be a third dunk?
How about
Yes, it will! Wow.
Yeah, oh my is right. My goodness. Apparently, he
Incredible
worked,
game for
you
him.
think he worked on his vertical this summer? I'll raise my
Maybe
hand.
just a little bit.
Oh, a little.
All right. We get Stearns trying to drive the lane, but layup is no good. Lessenhop will slow things down again, taking it up.
Yeah, here's a kid who entered high school in 5-foot area, and look where he is now, dunking a 10-foot rim. Yeah.
It's incredible.
He's worked a lot on his vertical, and he's grown as well.
Lachlan, block shot is good. It's Stearns taking it up for the Huskies.
I think Prospect is a lot of height. I think that's not really a spoiler, because you have McLaughlin and Lessenhop, who can both get up to the rim, and both have gotten to the rim here today. Lessenhop has
Stearns on
11
the
so far.
wing, tries to pass to the paint. Oh,
Yeah, goodbye.
a shot by Belford, just totally slapped away by, was that
That
Johannesson?
was Sam Murray. That was
Sam
Sam Murray.
Murray.
What a nice.
Man,
Yeah.
it was almost like a volleyball spike.
Oh, almost. That probably was a volleyball spike.
Yeah. We have Huskies getting a lot of pressure from the Knights. Stearns driving in, no good, but rebounded. And the putback is good by Nugent.
Yeah, Joe Nugent has not had many opportunities tonight, but if Hersey wants any chance to get back to it from a 22-point lead and cut it down, they got to get him involved.
Nice moves from Lessenhop to McLaughlin. Driving again. Oh, layup is a little off, but
McLaughlin took a big tumble there. He's all right. He's moving very quickly.
Ronzio with a three. A little long.
To be
That
off
will be
Nugent.
off. Nugent.
Yeah, it-
Night ball.
Yeah, it hit Joe Nugent
Yeah, I
right.
saw that. Just a little,
There you
little
go.
flick of the wrist.
But as,
Oh, looks like Hersey's about to start their full court press.
yeah, they got to. I mean, they got to stop Prospect from getting these open shots.
Yeah.
For them, they need to stop anything from going.
Oh. Nice
into
pass
the-
inside to Swidura. Swidura taking it up. Backcourt seems like a one-on-one with Swidura and who would that be? Belford?
Yeah. Ooh, that was a good pick there by Kozlowski right there on Rocco Ronzio.
He was a little rattled.
Yeah, he did not expect
He
that.
was not expecting that. Johannesson from the corner. The three is good.
There you go.
Man.
Everybody's joining.
I know we were talking about the Knights' inside game, but their outside game has been great too.
Absolutely. Everybody's joining the scoring party here.
Yes. Stearns
You already have a Prospect
Two.
dunk party.
for the three. Swidura gets the rebound, takes it up. With 13 seconds left.
Because John Caberdeau is going to call timeout here. No comment on this one.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's taking a timeout, but
Maybe just to slow things
but
down.
you're up 25, and
Yeah, I don't know.
why? Have you seen enough from your team yet today? I get that. All right.
Right. I know that both Prospect and Hersey have undergone a lot of changes in their team, losing a bunch of seniors last year. But would you have ever guessed that at the end of or close to the end of the third quarter, that Prospect would be up by 25 points?
Well, at the beginning of the game, we talked about the rebounding battle, which Prospect is winning 24-19. That would be the big factor winning the game, but it's not been the height for Hersey. They've been out-muscled. Jalen McLaughlin is just plowing through.
Oh,
Tim
man.
Lussenhop is plowing through.
Everyone's just plowing through. They cannot keep the Knights out of the lane.
It's a snowplow party, except with basketballs.
What? All right.
They're just
Murray
plowing.
at the top of the key. Pass it off to Swidura on the wing. We get a foul.
Yeah, I think.
That will be.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be on Kreidler here. Oh, yep, it's gonna be on Kreidler.
Offensive foul.
Yeah, they've been asking for that one for quite some time.
Yeah. Finally got it. With 4 seconds left.
Officiating doesn't lose you games. It's it's events like not being able to out-physical prospect is why you lose games. Not being able to get good shots, not having good shot selection.
This is interesting. The Huskies are inbounding it from the backcourt, but they have no one in the backcourt.
Steve Messer's
Just trying to
trickery.
get that last shot off, but that will be broken up by Murray.
I think
out of bounds, so
I think it actually might have worked better for us because now they have 1.2. They can still get a shot up.
They could definitely. Now they're close to the basket as they inbound it.
No, he's not going to get a shot up.
Stearns, no good. What? Yes. Is it plugged in? Do we have the charger? Wait, hold on. Can you screw that on? Sorry, guys. Shut off. I think it's out of battery. No, not the charger. Do you have the charger? It's not up here. Do you have the charger?
You can broadcast if you want. No, she has to turn on the camera. Welcome back, Knights fans. It's 50-25 with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We apologize for the camera difficulties that we're having. You just stick with us. We'll try to give you the best radio broadcast, I guess, now as possible. Lesson Hop for the Knights at the top of the key. Drives. Here's Murray slicing through the lane. Stolen by Ronzio. Here's Stearns bringing it up the court. Guarded by Lesson Hop. Handoff Nagel. Handoff Hanashevsky. Pull-up shot. Good. 50-27. Knights lead. Lesson Hop will walk it up.
Well, they just got to, little by little now, they just got to pull back from this deficit. It's going to be real tough to come back from this deficit, but they just got to have some play with pride now.
Here's Swedera slicing through the lane. Spin move. Can't get it to go. Rebound Hanashevsky. Swedera went for the steal, but he gets called for the foul. His second. Shouldn't be of any concern for the Knights.
No, it should not be.
He leads all scores with 12 points. Lesson Hop with 11. 3 electrifying dunks. McLaughlin with 8. Kreidler, I believe, has 9.
Is he finalizing his resume for the Outback Player of the Game?
Oh, yeah. Talking about Lesson Hop?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
He's finalized. He's just got to sign it. He'll get on the bench eventually.
Here's Ronzio, guarded by Lesson Hop. Ronzio drive off the glass, no good.
Nope.
Kozlowski rebound. Here's Lesson Hop.
That's just another poor shot.
Tough shot.
No, but do you take that shot? You have 2 people on you. Why? Find someone open.
I mean, when you're down 23, you're trying to get anything.
Yeah, but you gotta be smart no matter what.
Yep.
You can't just turn the ball over like that. You just gotta.
McLaughlin drive, guarded by Nagel, gets it tipped away but regains. Finds Lesson Hop on the nice cut. Kick to Kozlowski. One more to Swedera, who cuts through the lane, and they'll call a foul as Swedera was tripped up
Gonna be on the ground, so it's not gonna be a shooting.
by Ronzio. Lesson Hop will inbound for the Knights. It is Lesson Hop, Murray, Swedera, and Kozlowski for the Knights. Nugent, Belford, Cafaro, Hanashevsky, and Stearns. It's 6:25 remains. Knights lead 50-27.
Yeah, Rocco Ronzio was mentioned prominently on Prospect Basketball Weekly this week. He's been very frustrated, I think, with the way he's played tonight. There's frustration. That last foul, he's coming out of the game now.
Kozlowski tried to drive, but he got it stolen. Here's Belford, stolen by Murray, regained by Kozlowski. Swedera will slow it down for the Knights. Guarded by Hanashevsky. Now here's Lesson Hop. Knights will take their time, it looks like, for the rest of the game, as they should, with such a commanding lead. Here's Swedera through the lane. fouled, was unable to make the layup. They'll get Hanashevsky on the foul there. Swidera will shoot 2.
You just think if Matt Hanashevsky had the time
Swidera, first one good.
and the ability to find open shots, he could have 16 points right now.
Yeah.
But Hersey has just not had the shot selection.
Kreidler and Johansson enter for the Knights. Swidera at the line for the second one. He made the first.
Knocks down the second as
Knocks
well.
down the second. Here's Stearns. Knights in that 1-3-1 again. McLaughlin at the top. Here's Nugent. Back to Stearns. Stearns splits the defense. Kicks. Belford. Shot fake. Hanashevsky drives baseline. Nugent. Stearns resets for the Huskies. Knights stick in that 1-3-1 zone. Stearns falls to the floor and is stolen by Wessenhop. It's got to be close to 5 steals for Tim. How about that, Wyatt?
Yeah, it's getting there. He's got 5 actually.
Yep.
Wow, it's like a wizard. Just knows the steal count for Tim Wessenhop. I know the dunk count. That's pretty easy to remember.
3?
That's 3. Yeah. All right. Thanks for giving away the answer.
McLaughlin, sweet pass, but Johansson was just a step
He
away.
actually might have traveled on that one.
Yeah.
A little bit. He might have stepped with his original pivot foot, but then stepped with the other foot. Can't do that. Matt Hanashevsky did not make a smart move there.
No.
You gotta go over the line before you even jump stop, period. Not the smartest idea by Hanashevsky, but Hersey still has the ball, so.
Yep, 4:44 remaining. Nice lead, 52-27. Hersey with the ball.
I guess there's a positive output for that. Just you see Joe Nugent has not had the opportunity because he's been doubled today.
Far over 3, no good.
Good at the top.
Here's Johansson. McLaughlin, nice pass to Wessenhop. Wessenhop resets it, Swidera.
A lot of time to tick.
Yep.
But I think
4 minutes.
looks like you're going to see Zach Matters now coming in.
Swidera, nice drive, unable to get the
Hanashevsky
finish, but he was fouled.
not believe that one, but I did
think he
not.
got him.
Yeah, he did. Maybe he has an argument, in his opinion, but
Swidera went up with the right hand on the left side to kind of like guard himself. And I think that's when Hanashevsky got his arm.
it's going to be Hanashevsky's third. Well, this whole game we've been talking about Prospect Hersey. How about next week? Prospect has Buffalo Grove in what's going to be the biggest game of the year so far because of the implications it gives Buffalo Grove. They look real good on paper. You talk about they're returning. You have Vasilani, and then you have Matt Camardo.
Yep.
That should be a fun one. Good
Matters.
by Matters, yeah.
Took the body there, able to get the steal. Here's Wessenhop, 3:41 remaining. Knights lead, 54-27. Matters now guarded by Kolcz. Nice pass to Swidera, driving. Unable to finish. Johansson finds a steal to Swidera, puts it up, blocked by Numowitz, but they'll get him with the foul.
I think, do you call off the dogs here for Camaradella now? I think
You got to start emptying the bench soon.
you don't want to risk injury because
Especially with guys like Swidera and Wessenhop.
yeah, that's what I think he's going to start doing. He's going to bring in Pat McPartland right now.
Maybe from McLaughlin.
Hey, featured guest on Prospect Basketball Weekly this week.
Yep. Everyone head over to prospectornow.com. We got those episodes up of Prospect Basketball Weekly, interviews with Coach Camaradella, some of the players,
Sure, he'll be thrilled
assistant
today.
coaches. Who?
Camaradella.
Yeah, for sure. Knights played great throughout the entire game. Got a 56-27 lead as Belford leaves the layup short. Here's Johansson now. Johansson behind the back pass to McPartland, but McPartland wasn't expecting it, and Swedera drives for the easy lay-in. That's 20 for him.
Have a day, yeah. Can we ever name co-Outback players of the game?
I don't think we have, but tonight might have to be the night. What do you think, Wyatt?
You know, I think you got to give it to them. 20 points.
Yeah, so that's what we're saying. Outback player of the game, we'll hand that to co-players of the game, and Tim Wassenhop, who had 11 points, 3 dunks. Really got the Knights fans excited in this one. Brought a ton of energy to the gym. We wanted to give it to Wassenhop all by himself, but when someone like David Swedera has 20 points, we got to give it to both of them.
We do not want to complain. A complaint letter in our inbox this week.
So congrats to both of those guys on winning the Outback Player of the Game. Thank you to Outback for sponsoring us, as Luca Jogo, number 5, and William Isherwood check in for the Knights, the 2 seniors.
Looks like Jay Scafaro is going to check in for Hersey. Our student section cannot stop holding onto that fish.
It's a mackerel, Wyatt.
It's a fish. Let's not argue.
Hanashevsky with the steal from Matters. Kicks it out. O'Shea for 3. Short. Get Matters on a foul on the rebound. Now it's Ben Zellmer in for the Knights in place of TJ Johansson. Johansson, a great game for the Knights.
Absolutely.
Really gave the Knights great minutes off the bench. How many, what are his stats, Wyatt? Johansson.
For Johansson?
Yep.
1 second. Been a lot going on here. Johansson. He's got 5 points. He's got a steal. He's got a rebound. He's got an assist as well. He's done a nice job today.
Yeah. Isherwood for 3, just long. Jogo, rebound. Finds Zellmer. Isherwood guarding Hanashevsky, stolen by Jogo. Isherwood will walk it up with a minute remaining. Knights lead 58-29. Jogo just adds to the lead, 60-29.
I think it's time to run out the clock and call it a night here.
I think you're right, Wyatt.
A lot of tired people who want to get home. And that'll do it for Jack. Now I'll take over here. Here is Cafaro. Cafaro up. It's up. Nope. And there's going to be a foul. Luca Jogo is going to be the foul candidate. Looks like Ben Miller, Jack Schneider, Michael Slepsky are going to check in here for Prospect. Cafaro makes that first free throw, and they come in for Isherwood, Matters, and Jogo. 30-point lead here for the Knights, 42.7 remaining. Cafaro misses the second rebound, and he gets his own rebound. Here's a drive by Hanashevsky. And Hanashevsky drives once again. Shot by Rocco Ronzio off. Rebound, Nago, good. "19 seconds left. Ben Miller's just going to take this one. Get it across half court, maybe make a move or two. And he'll wrap it up. And that is a turnover for the Knights, and Hersey will take over. Hersey, Hanaszewski's going to take one more shot. It's no good. And the Knights will take this one 60-32. The Knights advance to 2-0 in conference play. So that'll do it for all of us here at Gene Walker Fieldhouse. Wyatt Dutrek, Jack Ankeny, and Amanda Stickles. Thank you so much for joining us, and have a pleasant good evening.